Welcome to Kicker News. I'm Gemma Pasmiño. Donald Trump's victory has many Newfoundlanders and Labradorians wondering how it will affect them. Joining me today with his thoughts on this is Peter Morgan, an economic instructor at the College of the North Atlantic.
Happy to be here, Sam.
So, Peter, how would Trump's victory affect Newfoundland and Labrador?
I'm thinking the question you're primarily asking is about economics. So economically speaking, Newfoundland and Labrador, has a lot of exports to the United States. Our biggest sector is oil, gas, and mining, including iron ore. About 40% of the value of our gross domestic product, which is a fancy word for the goods and services that we produce here. And the bulk of that is sent to the United States. So Trump and pretty well a Republican sweep is going to bring in sort of a new era in that relationship.
And what is Trump's plan about tariffs? What does this exactly mean?
Yes, I've heard it said that one of Trump's favorite words are tariffs, or is tariffs. And so tariffs, of course, are a tax on goods and services. And he wants to use them to protect, his domestic producers. Taxes are, something we're used to. We have HST here in Newfoundland and Labrador. And things like our gas has a tax of about 60 cents a litre. But it's not paid entirely by consumers, entirely by suppliers. It's sort of a bit of a balancing act. And so taxes really cost everybody, seller and buyer alike.
Would you say oil is the main industry that will be affected by this in Newfoundland and Labrador?
Yes, I would say that's our most vulnerable. Throughout Canada, there are other sectors that are of concern. Softwood is a big deal. And as I mentioned, we do have mining and steel and other sectors are also vulnerable or at risk. But in Newfoundland and Labrador, it would be our valuable oil and gas exports.
Back in 2018, Canadian negotiators managed to get an exemption on the 25% tariff on the steel imports. If they try again for oil, do you think they will succeed? And what would happen if they don't?
Yes, we're optimistic that there will be more successes there. As you indicated, Ms. Emma, that Canadian negotiators were successful in the past. For decades, generations, Canada and the United States have enjoyed very close trade relationships, and there is an expectation that oil and gas, and this is a big deal, will be exempt from American tariffs. So Newfoundland may dodge a bullet again on this one.
But what will happen if they don't?
Well, if they don't, this is the kind of thing that the responsibility or how we can help, I guess, individuals as well as politicians need to take stock of that situation. Trade should be a reciprocal situation where, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. And we don't want to get caught in a situation where we continue to buy American exports and they stop buying ours. So we need to be aware at every person, every household, every level that we can take a lead from their behavior, and whatever they do, we should do in kind, hopefully in kind. But if it turns a bad way, we need to be prepared to support that decision also.
And how would Newfoundlanders and Labradorians support their local industries?
Yeah, so that's the kind of thing. When I hear you say that, that's a good word, Miss Emma, support the local industries. There are choices. We could buy domestically produced in many cases. Sometimes we have a tendency to buy, other countries' exports. We import stuff from other countries because there's an opportunity and a good one for a consumer to enjoy a discounted price. It's recommended generally that through free trade, which has been a big success, a global success, that countries should focus on doing what they can do well, focus on your strengths, and things that we're not so good at, we can import from somebody else. But if that opportunity, if they stop again, they want to tax our exports or they want to tax imports into the United States, we need at an individual level to choose not to buy their exports. Buy, a locally produced, even if it costs a little more.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check kickercna.ca for more stories.